All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm
what's up?
hyped today. I feel good. I bought some Ethereum this morning. I bought a good amount.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw your posting on the Discord.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
happy.
Yeah, welcome in and happy Thanksgiving to everybody as you guys are joining in. Then keep in mind, Shazla Genti, happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Keep in mind, we're waiting. Moderators still haven't joined in, so be patient if we miss your comment. Hope we can get to everybody. If I miss it, I do apologize. Repost it there. But welcome back to another episode of Simply Investing. We got a lot of cool things, not cool things, a lot of personal news to talk about with Binance, what was happening in what's happening in that space in SEC and Binance, Kraken, and everything. So I know we've been paying close attention to it. Uh, Hope everyone's portfolio has been doing well. It's been kind of going back and forth, like we kind of discussed. Just going, we're kind of in that just above the neutral area, still in greed 73 range. So we'll have to see how everything goes for you guys.
Oh yeah.
But overall, trading volumes at 52.9 billion. So we're down about 26% on the day. 1.4 trillion in market cap, so up about 2%. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum dominance kind of staying the same compared to where it was a couple of days ago. So just a little bit higher. What I have noticed is that the meme coins have been taking a hit. Solana's taking a big hit on the week, so it's like down 8% on the week, but it's kind of rebounding today. Yeah, you have a lot of blue chip cryptos kind of staying the same. And of course, we also have the good old stock market is still seem to be going in an upward trajectory, which kind of proves my point that we're going to have the relief rally is going to continue because people just want to see good news going into the holidays.
Oh yeah. Hey Sal, I do want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah,
Are you
what's up?
tired? You sound a little tired, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're all tired. We drove straight here, and
Oh.
that was possibly we did it in one day. So we got here yesterday morning. Shout out to Knowledge. Welcome back in, buddy. One of our great supporters. Yeah, it has been tired. I'm also things echo in this house here or in my parents' house. So that's where I am, guys. Taking spending Thanksgiving with
Gotcha.
my
I just didn't
so
want to assume. And also, if you hear any feedback on my end, just let me know.
yeah, it's kind of coming in and out, but it's okay.
I don't, it might be my controller. I'm playing the game while streaming.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Hopefully, Crypto Dream can join us in, but if you guys don't know, we talk all things business, real estate, news, investment. Especially today, it's all about. We didn't do the Wednesday night stream yesterday about all the crypto scams and everything, so it's kind of going to run into today. And we have Binance getting hit with a $4.3 billion fine
They're
from.
not allowed to operate in the U.S. So basically, what's going
Mhm.
to happen is they're going to be overseas, and not only that, even though they're going to be only operating overseas, the United States government will still keep an eye out on them for the next, I think, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. The U.S. government will keep their eyes on them.
Exactly. Hey, and shout out the sauce. Welcome in, and thanks for the follow there. Really appreciate that. Yeah, they're going to be. There's some craziness going on with it because he's getting hit with. News.
Shout out to Crypto Dream. Yesterday, he made a very solid point. He said that the U.S. government, if they really cared, they would lock him up. They just to make money off of him for the $50 million fine he paid personally. That was in the Binance business had to pay 4 billion something, but CZ
Mhm.
personally had to pay 50 million.
Yeah, and they were the grounds for it was that it was under money laundering. um, and not being a registered exchange, a registered security exchange on in the U.S. for that. Shout out to El Ginty. The I feel like the U.S. just wanted a seat at the Binance table. That's probably true. I
Yeah.
mean, 4.3 billion fine, and then fining CZ 50 million, and then a multitude of other fines. It, come to the end of the of the year, and just I guess they needed a win because they
Shout out to
lost
El
against.
Genty, man. I love your TikTok content, dude. You make really good content. And if you keep it up, you're going to change a lot of ignorant perspectives out there. There's a lot of ignorant people out there, and you're calling them out, and you're making good content, and you're educating them. You're serving them properly. So keep it up, buddy. You're doing great. I like your content, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you stay on that grind, man. I like your content.
And shout out to Crypto Dream. He is in here. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Hope hope you're gonna have a great day. Hope everyone's gonna have a great day. Shout out to Edwin. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. Uh hope you enjoy the stream. Good deal. Make billions. Just pay 50 million. Woo, woo. Yeah, he did make a he did do a little bit. I think they didn't crush. I think they didn't crush him because he is kind of upsetting China's monetary policies in that they can't. People are using the Binance wallet and everything in China to make purchases and do stuff and things like that instead of using the Chinese yuan wallet, which is what they want everyone to use. And as we know, China has direct control off of that. So they can lock you out if they determine that you're a dissident or, they just don't like what you're saying or if you have went against any of their policies. Um, Shout out to Knowledge. They want their buddy Coinbase number one. That's also true. Coinbase followed all the regulations and everything, did everything right. That's why they're on the slow upward pace. But also outside of the U.S., there's a huge market for crypto exchanges and everything like that. So just
I
keep
do
that in
want to talk
mind.
about
It's a little
Prometheum,
bigger.
which is an exchange I brought up on the stream multiple times. But it's crazy how
Hmm.
Coinbase is kind of in bed with the SEC and stuff. Yet Prometheum has been forgotten about, and I don't think people realize what Prometheum is. Prometheum is like the poster child of the SEC. I still haven't forgot about Prometheum. I first heard about it in the summer, like I'd say May or June. But Prometheum pretty much they were in court. The person who created Prometheum, he was in court, and he's a shady looking dude. Like he reminds me of the Joker. And if you look up Prometheum in YouTube videos of like the court, him in court, and the person asked him, he's like, if you claim to be the SEC poster child, how come you don't have the most two popular cryptocurrencies by market cap, Bitcoin or Ethereum? And he was stuttering a lot. He couldn't get, kind of reminded me of Gary Gensler. He wasn't giving a straight answer. He was stuttering a lot. He was like, well, like when somebody's doing that, it's the same thing as when you give somebody eye contact. If they can't give you eye contact, shady stuff in life. That I don't care what anybody
Yeah.
says. I don't care about anxiety and all that. Blah blah blah. Like if a person cannot look you in the eyes while they're talking to you, 9 times out of 10, they're not a trustworthy person, and I stand on that.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some kind of nefarious going on with the Prometheum exchange because it's been there forever, but it hasn't launched, hasn't done anything. So I think what might happen is that they're going to start they're going to find the ones they don't want to be a part of anything into oblivion, and then all the others will kind of get merged into one. That might be what they're trying to do. And when everyone's getting fined into oblivion, Prometheum will come in and out of nowhere start with venture capital buying up the other exchanges.
Yeah, but I don't. They still don't have a product. Prometheum to this day still doesn't have a product. So I don't know if they're waiting for the perfect time because they might be enforcing by via waiting. Who knows? That is
Yeah,
what
I
pisses
think
them
they're
off.
I think they're waiting for the perfect time to get into the market because you don't to be the one that to be the one that's on top. You don't have to be the first one in. You just have to be the last one standing that offers the best product. And if you buy the company with the best product, and because like the people involved in that company might just say, hey, too much regulation, too much liability, let's just cash out and move on. And then now you'll have Prometheum, which is been approved to do it. Also, it could be, I mean, this is the time when scams and stuff start coming to light. So this it could be where it was a scam the whole time, and it's kind of like, one of those Ponzi schemes where everything is right, kind of like Bernie Madoff. Everything was right, everything's right with the SEC, but it turned out that he was doing it. It was a complete Ponzi scheme. Shout out to El Ginty. The only thing that bugged me was he had to step down as a CEO publicly. Yeah. Sometimes those sweet deals they do that. They did that to Jordan Belford. They basically were going to give him a light sentence and say, "Hey, step down. You can't participate in any finance companies going forward." And he could have had that sweet deal, but he didn't take it. I
I
think he
do.
took it so he could just step down. But CZ can still participate in other in international areas wherever he wants to go. He's not locked down.
I do want to ask,
Mhm.
El Genti, can you educate me on how stepping down public? I just don't know. Like, I'm young. I'm 23 years old. How is stepping down publicly not necessarily like a great look?
Um, yeah, well, it's kind of like saying because when you do it publicly, you're kind of stepping away, saying, "Hey, I'm no longer involved in said project."
Oh, okay.
Deal. It's kind of like saying it's kind of like when those celebrities publicly announce that they're ending their relationship. That's all it really is. We don't know. It could still be happening behind the scenes. There's a lot of crazy
Or
things
it's
with.
kind of like the douchebaggery of giving homeless people money, but recording it and putting it on TikTok.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Knowledge. Are you looking at things today for us or not? Yeah, I am. I was actually about to shout out System 31. Shout out to you, buddy. Welcome back in. Should I trade Roblox?
I would invest in it for the long term. Don't trade it. Roblox is a very popular game with the kids. Let me talk about Roblox for a second. I played Roblox in 2007. And the fact that Roblox has not only came this far and is still alive, it is developed really hard. I'm not a Roblox show, but Roblox was my childhood. It was my childhood game. It came a long way. And now this current generation of children and the future generation of children, they will still be playing Roblox. So yes, I would buy Roblox. Not only that, there's a lot of kiddies asking for their mama's credit card to buy Robux and stuff. So I just see them increasing. So I would invest in Roblox. Definitely not a bad thing to add.
Yeah, not a bad thing to add, especially with this coming play to earn focus in the crypto gaming world. They're probably going to participate in some way or fashion. Right now, for the year, you're up 18%. I don't know how long you've been holding Roblox, their System 31, but if you've been holding it for 5 years, you're definitely down about 45%, 46%.
The stock
So you
only came
might as
out in
well wait.
21 though.
Yeah, it came out 20 March 2021, but if you've been holding it since then, you're still down quite a bit. Yeah, because you're down from the 69.70 of the IPO. But that's to be expected for any new company to be down after the IPO because they're still releasing stock over although it's been almost 2 years. Yeah, it's been over 2 years, so almost 3 years. So they should be done with releasing all the issued stock. So you might as well hold it for the next couple of years and see, but it depends on what your risk tolerance level is. But definitely don't try to trade swing this because it doesn't look like it's following any sort of pattern
No.
as I'm sharing it here for you guys. It doesn't look like it's showing any sort of pattern. It's just kind of it went up, it went down for the summer and the early fall, but it went back up. But it looks like it's going to be staying there for a while.
I remember when the IPO first came out for Roblox, people were laughing and joking about it, saying, "Oh, Roblox." Like Roblox has so many active players. Like when you invest in a company, when you invest in anything, one thing you want to look at is revenue. How many people are using the product, and Roblox just checks every box. It does. So I wouldn't trade anything that has good users, good amount of revenue, and people who love the product. Well, why would you swing trade or day trade anything like that? Just buy and hold.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Ginty. The U.S. should not be able to push someone out of their own company. That seems insane to me. Yeah, but under U.S. laws, they'll allow you. Like if you're under suspicion of fraudulent activities, like the guys that founded and controlled Enron when they went down, they're not allowed to own or participate in any business ever for the rest of their life. And that's not really the U.S. government saying it. It's really the court system that says it. It's not like the prosecutors or a government agency that says it. It's the judge says, "Hey, this is what we're going to agree to. This is what it is." The prosecutor presents it to the judge. The judge, if the judge agrees, then they present it to the client and say, "Hey, you do this. This is what we want you to do," and then that's it. So, but it is what it is. Obviously, accepted the deal, probably under legal counsel, and it was probably going to be a lot worse for him if he didn't. I should say if he didn't step down, if he tried to fight it. Shout out to Big Jerome. Welcome in, another great supporter. Thanks for supporting the live. Really appreciate you joining in. Shout out to Knowledge. Can you talk about XRP's new partnership with Roblox? 200 million subscribers.
XRP and Roblox?
I haven't heard about that. Let's take a look at that because we're going to see that.
I mean, then again, I wouldn't be surprised by journalists because, as a right, you just have to report.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they denied that they would support payments. I know there's a lot of rumors on there, but sure just have instead. Yeah, Roblox debunks inaccurate XRP support claims crypto payments are not allowed. Yeah, they're not allowed yet, but sometimes the rumors are premature fact, and they might at some point allow for play to earn, but it gets very, very the legality of it gets a little weird, a little harder when you're dealing with a game that is targeted towards kids. I mean, it was already in trouble with the freemium aspect of the game where it's free, but you could pay for pay for things, and that's already being regulated. So now it's
mainly cosmetic.
May or may not. They may or may not get involved in it. However, I think that they will get involved in crypto play to earn. No one's going to know what platform they're going to use. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
Shout out to Callie. Good morning to you too, buddy, and thanks for coming in. Glad to have your support and happy Thanksgiving to you.
Here's my theory for Roblox. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
I feel like when it comes to play to earn and using crypto, they're gonna have to use this is not a complaint. I'm just explaining how I feel like it would work. They're gonna have to use for example, something like Stacks, how you use it for your business. They're gonna have to use a service that's centralized to support decentralized projects like Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin is decentralized, I don't mean nothing in this world is truly private and decentralized. I understand that, but they're going to use services like Stacks and stuff like that. So they're right now, like Sal said, rumor is a premature fact. So it could be very true. They just gotta figure their shit out and get the legal team together and all that. So I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, and it helps that XRP has regulatory clarity in the crypto space. So their case gives them some clarity towards it. That helps, but there's a lot of legal stuff and there's a lot of stuff that people don't understand that a lot of companies do. Like before they ever do any venture like this, they're probably sitting down with like 10 to 15 people, lawyers, business consultants, SEC lawyers, regulatory lawyers, FTC lawyers. They're sitting down with everybody to make sure that they do everything right because now that they're a publicly traded company, there's a lot of value in that company. There's a lot that they have to do to ensure the protection of the value towards shareholders. So it's just going to take time. But I will say this is if more financial institutions like Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Greystone or Grayscale, and a few others start really getting, and especially Fidelity and Vanguard get involved in Bitcoin and Ethereum and crypto industries, then you're more likely going to see the speed up of this being a part of a lot of other companies' processes. Shout out to Big Jerome. What's going on with Gemini? That's a good one. I haven't heard. I stopped really paying attention to Gemini, but I didn't know there was any news today going on with Gemini. Let's see here. Genesis sues Gemini over 689 million. Oh yes, commingling client funds.
Damn, that's a very similar sounding charge.
It's like what was with these people?
It's either they're actually doing these things or the SEC is just really trying to enforce by action, enforce by command, trying to say that,
Well,
oh, we're going to accuse these exchanges of doing the same things, even if they're not doing those things, just in case they're scared, they're fearful, and they can do right, even if they're not doing those things.
but here's the thing: it's not a government agency. It's another crypto lending institution, Genesis, that is suing Gemini Trust Company to recover 689 million that consumers of the companies withdrew during a run on the bank caused by the Genesis that caused Genesis to collapse into bankruptcy. The lawsuit. Okay, so it was Genesis that was commingling consumer funds, but they had a huge, I guess, fund on Gemini on their earn platform, and that's what they were doing with clients' funds. So I'm guessing they're suing because it's in a custodial wallet, as you know. So it's not Genesis. It's funny because it wasn't Genesis's money to begin with. It was their clients. And now that it's on a Gemini custodial wallet, they now have to sue to get the 689 million, I guess, back from Gemini because it's technically not theirs because it's on a custodial. It was left on their Earn platform, which is a custodial wallet. So that's pretty wild. Oh man, I don't know what that will do. That might cause Gemini to close its doors, to have to fork over almost $700 million. But let me see what do they have in total assets? Gemini Exchange. I don't know. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we can't find it. Total assets. Okay, so they have $7.1 billion in assets. So, but that's not liquid. That's just assets. So they would have to sell Bitcoin to get those assets. Huh. But yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, so the bankruptcy court's basically suing Gemini to get the money back. Unless if there's other news, I don't I don't think there's much else going on with them. Uh, Shout out to USA. Ledger is an exchange. They about to get smoked by the SEC. I don't think Ledger's is an exchange because they're not the same as crypto.com. It's just a
No,
wallet. I don't know
Ledger
what
doesn't
you're
offer any services when it comes to customers gain. Like, yeah, they let you stake on there, but it's not custom services that is specifically aimed at financial gain and the gain of the customers. It's just supporting natively staking, which is totally different.
exactly. So USA, you're gonna have to give us a little bit more info on that one. But hey, we appreciate you joining in. Shout out to Big Jerome Winklevoss have 75K in Bitcoin. Yeah, they do, but I don't think that's not part of the exchange. That's their own personal amount. Because what's that? What would that make them have? 75K. Let me pull up a calculator here. Because they bought that like in 2012, 2013. So they have a crap ton of it. Because I remember they put like 6 million in there. 37. That's a 237 down. Yeah, I don't think any of their Bitcoin's involved in this. I think this is just part of whatever the actual platform has been buying to back its assets. Shout out to and shout out to USA. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Shout out to Knowledge. Your thoughts on Bittenworth? Let's take a look at that. Is that a stock or is that a crypto? A lot of these things. I'm guessing it's a crypto. Let's go take a look at crypto. See here, Bittenworth. Oh, Bittensor. Okay, Bittensor. Okay, I think. Okay, I think I got that one right then. I saw it come up. Let's take a look at this one. Not first time I'm hearing of it. Knowledge. So, but hey, thanks for bringing it up. Let's see what they do here. As always, we're gonna check out exactly what they do. Just make sure everything's good. And of course, I dropped a link in on the chat on the YouTube side. If any of you guys want to join in live and share your opinions, you can definitely do so. Bitsen Bittensor is an open source protocol that powers a decentralized blockchain network learning machine that and are rewarded in Tau. Ooh. I can't really get a good synopsis off of that. Where's the white paper? There's the white paper. Let's open up the white paper. Okay. Oh wow, this is a pretty in-depth white paper here. So it might have to take some time on there, but props for giving a good white paper. So we kind of know this isn't some pump and dump scheme. See, how long have they been? Oh, wow, April this year. Wow, they had a run up. That is crazy. Looking at it, it's going from $81 to. That is crazy. How many people are in on this? It's definitely got a lot of followers. Definitely one to watch. I already have it on my watch list. We must have talked about it before. But yeah, definitely missed that boat on there. It went from $51 to almost 300. Just at 299, yeah, just about 300. So yeah. Let's see here. Volume looks good. Tokenomics look good. Dang. I don't know how we missed this one. But hey, sometimes you miss them. Yeah, I could do a deep dive on this one too for you guys. put on my list to do for you guys. I'm getting a little tired of covering some crap coins for you. But yeah, it looks like this has a pretty good concept and idea. I'm gonna have to read the white paper a little bit more and really read it. Unfortunately, it's Thanksgiving. My parents are old, so we're going to be eating earlier than probably most of you guys. Also, shout out to Live and Learn. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. Really appreciate you joining in. And let me just try to maybe I'll go this way because it's there we go. A little better for me. All right. Shout out to USA. Marshall Hayner is the CEO of Metallicus. He is going to save me at least with WeBath. Not sure about that. I haven't heard about that. You're going to have to enlighten us on that one. Metallicus? Yeah, I can't even find it. You have to find a ledger. Ledger isn't safe. Well, I don't know. Um I haven't I haven't heard of anything. I'm perfectly happy with Nano Ledger myself, so I don't see any problems with it necessarily. Other than that, it's a little harder to learn than some of the others, but that it has a learning curve. So I'm not sure what you're getting at where you say Ledger isn't safe. You might have to bring that up on us. Hey, shout out to Elgin T. Hayes. How I found out Florida passed a law that commercial property owners can convert into residential. Oh, that's definitely a good thing to pass over there because even when I lived in Florida, there was a lot of excuse me, commercial properties that were empty. Like I wouldn't say like retail, but it was more like offices. They were all empty, just nonstop empty. So um, it was just kind of interesting to see that they nothing was done with them. But that is a good idea because a lot of those office buildings you can make into a lot of units and would definitely reduce the cost of renting. So you could probably get a commercial building at fairly cheap and convert it over to residential. I think you just got to get the whatever town that you're in to allow the vote. Um, Shout out to Live and Learn. Not sure which one to referring to which one. I think Cody will be back on here in a little bit. Shout out to USA. I'm just out here trying to save people. The arc is boarding. Um, well, we'll have to see because I don't know what you're referring to with Ledger. So, but let me maybe you already said it, I just haven't caught up with it. All the comments. Shout out to Knowledge. You're welcome, buddy. Your thoughts on urine finance? There wasn't a rug pull. Yeah, we could take a look at urine finance. Urine finance seemed to have if you go back the year, yeah, I can't figure out why it did that. Like it went up to 14,000 and back down to 8. Not entirely sure because it looks like it was just following the relief rally pattern, and then, but man, it does look like a rug pull because it's like right when it was at 14,000, it just that was a drop within. Man, I can't really Yeah, it was just a massive amount of sell pressure. It looked like the rug was pulled, or someone big sold a lot on it. I was never really big on urine finance to begin with, but it kind of is what it is. Just look up secure enclave in your phone, in our phones is, then you'll see why I say Ledger's a scam. Okay. Shout out to Live and Learn. Question: did you sign up for Ledger to remember your keys for you? That I did not. I just wrote it down and it's in my lockbox. So I didn't elect to do any of that stuff. Ledger has a fee, etc., where you can sign up and hold the keys. I didn't know they were charging for it. No, I did not sign up for it. I recommend just writing it down. Make sure you put it into like a lockbox or a very safe place to where you will always have access to it and it won't get destroyed. And when you use your product, your wallet key, make sure you put it back to where you got. Shout out to Knowledge. I know a wallet sold 5 million. Yeah, that's when I'm here. It's like there's like a huge dip. So I was like, it was either one person or a lot, but it didn't look like the volume changed at all. So it's hard to say. Shout out to Maurice. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. Can you take a look at Blur, crypto or stock? Let's check crypto since I'm here. I'm going to guess that you're the one that is the price track because I'm not sure if there is a stock Blur. It's a crypto. Okay. Let's take a look at the all chart. Oh, this does not bode well. Although it's not like all the way in the crypto graveyard, but it's down 90%. Um, that usually is a sign that it was basically a rug pull. But let's take a look at the website. See what's going on here. Oh, it's NFTs and stuff. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that explains the price. Yeah, they're involved in NFTs. Let's see here. Do you have an about? Can I get to the about? Yep, NFT marketplace, and I guess they're trying to become like an NFT, solely an NFT exchange. Yeah, this one was probably dead in the water and just going downhill. The thing though is that the NFTs are not coming back the way they were in 2021. That was like a one time, one shot thing, and yeah, I don't see those things. I don't see them coming back to that volume. I mean, they'll have some value. They'll probably go up a little bit when the bull market comes back and the economy kind of turns around. But other than that, it's kind of dead in the water. I don't really see it doing too much. Um, it's either cut your losses or hold and hope to see that you can make some money off of it. Oh, good. I think I caught up on everybody there. Whew. But hey, definitely glad to have you guys in here. Like and support the live. Really appreciate you joining in. Um, Other than that, there's not too much else to talk about other than, there's a few, the SEC and the Binance are kind of doing their thing. Things are going to go south in a way at some point with the prices. I just don't see it happening until after after the New Year's. I don't know if Cody's coming back on. He might have had to go to work. So we'll have to see. You guys give me some things to look into. I know that right now I'm starting to see a lot of people predict price targets for Dot and XRP and what was the other one? Chainlink, Caspa, HBAR. Oh, and I just don't see this. I don't know. It's hard because it's hard to say because I don't see some of these price targets, like especially the XRP being $100 next year. I just don't. I just don't see where that's going to be a capable thing for you guys. Um, but we'll have to see. It's always better to be in the market than to time the market. So as long as you're just dollar cost averaging your regular amounts, you'll probably have a better outcome than trying to predict everything. Man, it's wait till you guys in here. Guys definitely had a lot of good questions on here. Really appreciate you guys joining in. Shout out to Maurice. Is Silo a good coin to buy? Let's take a look at Silo. Let's see, when did it launch? June of 2020. Shout out to Knowledge. Can't XRP take over Tether? I mean, anything is possible, but Tether has its own use and value. Um, XRP is too volatile to do what Tether does, but Tether provides for if you don't want to get money out of crypto, you can leave it in a cryptocurrency, and that helps postpone capital gains taxes. So there is a advantage to that. Shout out to Crypto Dream joining in on the TikTok side, one of our great moderators. Also, go support his channel there on YouTube and on TikTok there. Um, oh, you mean Swift? Uh, Well, that they could overtake Swift for because that is their pretty much their market strategy. Silo's a decent. So let's talk about Silo here for Maurice here. Silo is a decentralized communication and data exchange network powered by a layer two micropayments infrastructure. Um, it's down 50% from its ICO. I don't know. This is one I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on. Not a lot of people watching it. I'll put it on my favorites list. I don't like the tokenomics. I don't like the fact that it has 10 billion tokens out there. That's a lot. But if it's going to be a payment based platform and things like that, then you're going to need quite a bit of it to maintain liquidity and price stability. Um, Shout out to Mel. Thanks for the follow. Other than that, there Maurice is definitely one to keep your eye on, but I wouldn't expect a lot from it. At least not right now. We'll have to give another month or two, see how the markets go. Shout out to Ezekiel. Uh, Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Hope you have a wonderful one and stay safe out there. What do you think about the ARE network area? Thank you. Well, we could take a look at that one too. Let's take a look at that one. Because a lot of these are new, or I guess are newer ones, or ones I haven't seen. So I guess it's been out about a year since this February. Well, it's definitely looks like it's picking up, and people are starting to take note of the project. Let's go ahead and take a look down here. Okay, here it is. Arion Network is a next generation blockchain technology that aims to develop its own proof of area blockchain technology for providing faster, more reliable NFT exchange, more real metaverse experience, and rewarding its users with loyalty programs. Okay, so it's an NFT one. It's got more promise than the other one. However, don't know if this is just all hype right now, as of course hype being people are trying to look for the next 100x token. So just be wary out there. It's another one we'll have to look into, really look into what they're doing, and you kind of have to look at their white paper here. So let's See, do they have a white paper? Oh, they do have a white paper on here. Okay, let's see what the white paper is. And shout out to Crypto Dream for supporting the live. Really appreciate that. Shout out to CJ Jones, and hey, shout out to Ezekiel for the follow. Really appreciate that. Uh, Shout out to CJ or C Jones. Amp prediction. Oh, let me pull up Amp again. We've been following it. We've been checking Amp every now and then. On the shoot, I think the last time we really talked about it was maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago. But it's one of those ones. It's kind of set to come back. But if we look at the year, we're only down 31% on the year. It participated greatly in the relief rally. I do like what they're doing. If I had to make a price prediction, though, if we're talking about the next bull run, it's probably going to be around 6 to 8 cents. But it's this was one of those things. It's just one of those things. It's hard to say. If the play to earn platform builds up on the gaming network, then of course NFTs will build up with it. And of course, these tokens involved in NFT exchanges and things like that are going to go up. So 6 cents if you're thinking on a conservative side, high side 12 cents. But then again, if the play to earn aspect kicks in, then you could be looking at quite a big run of maybe even $1 at this point. But right now, even getting to 6 cents is a big crush on there. Shout out to Knowledge. I'm confused about XRP has all these partnerships, which where's the money? Well, XRP is just a token. Ripple has all the partnerships, and Ripple, the company itself, is making a ton of money, but they're making their money out in like Africa, third world countries, a few other networks here. When they start to move into like the United States and first world countries, that's where they're going to start making a lot of money. But XRP has potential to have a little bit more value than what it is because it allows for people to transfer money to places that normally took a ton of time and money to transfer money. But Ripple itself has over 400 partnerships with banks and things like that. Oh, just want to make sure. Okay, I think I got that one. Shout out to Ezekiel. Currently in testnet phase, will soon go into mainnet. Okay, Arion chain is already done, just waiting to deploy in at the right moment. Also, once they go mainnet, supply will half, but you'll still get the 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, and then the value could start to go up. Shout out to Knowledge. Do you think XLM is unrelated? You don't hear anything about it. Yeah, it's kind of the momentum on XLM is kind of dying. I'm not going to lie about that, but it does pair with XRP. So if XRP goes up, this one actually goes up because they're basically identical tokens, more or less. The technology is slightly different, but they're basically identical tokens designed to do the same thing. So if XRP and Ripple does well, then you can believe Stellar will do well along with XRP. But again, these type of tokens are going to be the last ones to perform in the bull run. So you're only going to get one run up. So you're going to have a long window to dollar cost average in. Shout out to Ezekiel. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome, buddy. Thanks for joining the platform, and we appreciate all the likes and follows. And hopefully, you guys can keep those likes up. Don't know if we're going to get to beat our record of 21.k likes because we're getting close towards the end here of the stream, but we definitely appreciate having you guys in here. Yeah, well, actually, we haven't even been on for an hour yet. But yeah, XLM is one of the ones. I think now that the case is resolved with XRP, the case for XLM was it's not going to get hit from the SEC, but now it has clarity along with XRP. So it's definitely going to it'll definitely do well, but there's not going to be much news about it because XRP has already done all the work. So it's basically trying to catch up to XRP. And now that XRP hasn't been shut down and is only continuing, then it's going to continue. The only good thing I can say is that it has a better supply, I think, than XRP does. I think, yeah, XRP has way too much out there, but it may also eventually go down. The supply may get cut as well, but we'll have to wait and see. It's kind of one of those games. You just have to wait and see what's going to happen. I would say H bar is going to increase a little better than XLM because H bar is even ahead of XLM. I think it was just kind of like a spite. XLM was a spite project to spite XRP. Welcome back, Cody.
Sorry, I'm not having the greatest Thanksgiving. It just seems like every holiday, like my mom or somebody in my family just tries to bring bad energy. And I don't even know if I even want to be home. Sorry to bring that kind of energy to the stream, but
Man,
I'm just being honest.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope.
It's every holiday. It's like I don't know if I'm trying to look for somebody to go eat with. I don't want to be here.
Oh man. I'm sorry to hear that, Cody. Because yeah, I know from snippets of what you told me that is not too great. It seemed like things were getting a little better, but I know the holidays are stressful. It can be stressful on families too.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. I might just go outside and just not eat or just text a friend or something. I don't know.
Well, I wish you the best. I would have invited you over if I known that, but we're 1,200 miles away.
No, it's all good. I don't expect somebody to do that.
But okay, I see what you're saying now. It's next. I meant next. Well, actually, I don't think anything's going to happen to XLM. I think XLM, but I don't think anything spectacular is going to be. I don't think it's going to have a spectacular performance. Shout out to Sam. If I were closer, I'd invite him. That's very generous of you. I think you're all the way down in
Thank you so
Florida.
much.
It's like, ooh, definitely enjoying the warm weather. It is cold up here in the Northeast. Like as you see, I got my robe on. Not even the hoodie. Where but it's also my dad's a little older. He likes it cold, likes it ice cold. So just kind of have to deal with that. Although I am close to a Wawa, so I might actually like take a walk down to a Wawa and go get a cup of coffee. Your car's from Florida. LOL. Yeah, it's I don't know. Some of those ones you guys gave are a little iffy. Just be careful. Make sure you do your research. Really look and analyze the white papers, analyze the company and everything like that. I mean, what do you think will start pumping after after DeFi currently? Probably the crypto gaming space, although it's taking forever for it to start really rallying. But there's like so much good freaking news or potential news coming out. I mean, you have like NFTs that can be attached to like real world goods like sneakers, clothing, and you get an NFT you can bring that over to make outfits for your characters in like Modern Warfare 3 or what was the other one? Modern Warfare 3 or Halo or like Fortnite, things like that. I'm just waiting for it to explode. Like it should have exploded by now, but it just isn't. But gaming is going to be the next big sector because everything seems to be happening so that way it can. I'm just waiting for everything to kind of blend together in the crypto gaming space, so that way it can have the run up that I know is going to happen. Shout out to Crypto Caddy, welcome in. Glad to have you in here, and thank you so much for all your support and everything. And hope you're having a great Thanksgiving as well. I hope everyone is, and have a safe one as well. Shout out to Live Life, welcome in. Glad to have you in, and thank you for your support there. Uh, I own XRP and I'm so tired of that coin. Worst performing crypto in the last 5 years. Yeah, because it's been heavily suppressed by the SEC, by Jeb selling his holdings, like just dumping it every time it started to have a run up. And then on top of everything else, it just seems like it's having setback after setback after setback. But it does have a strong potential. Shout out, shout out to Sam. If you were alive in 1983 and had 5,200 and put it into Berkshire Hathaway stock, you'd have over 2 million. Yeah, I think the 70s, 80s, and 90s were like Warren Buffett's uh, most profitable years. Now it's his age is kind of showing and catching up to him, like the way he sees the world. Like, kudos to him. Like, the world economy has come such a long way since it's come such a long way since he was even like my age. So now he's either close to 100 or over 100, but I think his viewpoints are starting to change. I think he realizes it, but a lot of what he does is just tried and true investing. He's been the most successful investor in the known history. So, well, we'll have to see. Shout out to Live Life. Nothing's going to fix that coin. Fix that coin. I bet it don't pump this bull. I think it's going to. I think we'll see about $3 to $4 on it. There's also some other waning factors, but $3 to $4, maybe 5, maybe 6, but definitely you won't see 100 on it. That's a little pushing it. Shout out to Knowledge. Cody can't let them people control his emotions. They win. Yeah. You can't let people control your emotions and your thoughts. But at the same time, it's hard when you're in that environment, and it's also hard when it's coming from family. It's easy
Yeah,
when
and it's every holiday.
it's easy when it's not your family, because when it's not your family, it's like, what the hell do I care?
Exactly. I don't let everybody control my emotions. It's my freaking family. Like, I'm trying to have a good Thanksgiving, and all of a sudden, like, shit just. It's every holiday, man. Like, it's just one of those things you can't comment on it unless you understand. Period.
Yeah, but it's also, you just kind of people are who they are. You kind of have to let them be. They're going to be what they're going to be for that, and you can't. No one can make someone change unless they want to change. So, and it could be a lot worse. Trust me, there's a lot worse. There are people out there in a lot worse situations, and like we always on a moving company, our office is right next to a church, and sometimes we get extra canned food or stuff like that, or food that no one wants to take home with them. We put it into that little dry goods, like the little pantry, charity pantry there, and I see that stuff and it gets emptied out even before I leave for the day. So, it kind of sounds kind of cliche, but sometimes it could always be worse, and that's why you should always count your blessings. And
I do
some
agree with
sometimes
that. I do agree
sometimes
with that.
you can't change the family that you were born with, but you can accept them for who they are. And and just
Tru-
accept them and understand them, and that's the best you
Trudy
can do.
said, I remember Trudy said, she said, you can't choose what family you're born into, but you can choose a family you can create. I always remember that.
Yeah, that's also true too. It's also very, very true. Oh man. Excuse me. But I think we're kind of coming to the end here. It's kind of funny. Some of you, if you were on the Discord, you definitely, I guess it announced when I went on the Discord that I was on. Wow. I don't know how I saw that message there, Cody. maybe I have my, maybe I have my link. I guess maybe it's linked there, or oh no, maybe it's my Twitch. I don't know. But yeah, for you guys to know, I do like to dabble in World of Warcraft, mainly really classic. I'm not too fond of the newer stuff. But that's funny because
What
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cody.
What's the difference? I've never played World of Warcraft at all. Not that I never wanted to or liked it. It's just like, what's the difference between classic and regular? I mean, new.
Classic was a lot harder. Like classic. How should I put this? It's like now it made it easy for because the biggest complaint after I think it was Wrath of the Lich King, the biggest complaint was new people. It took forever for you to get to the new content. So like if you were just starting, like just to get to level 40 took forever. And then there's a whole it had its own economics, markets, everything. So if you didn't know anything about like economy and the principles of economics, the game's going to be very difficult for you because the professions won't make sense to you and everything, and why you have to do something and why something is so expensive. Because like we had a lot of people that are brand new saying like, why do I have to have like 30,000 gold to get this item? It's like, well, because the time it takes, people put a huge amount of effort into it, and they were also trying to stop gold farmers, which is like you just farm gold and then you would sell it for cash to people. So it's they just made it a little easier because now you can level up. You could probably get to max level in a couple days on it, and then you can start grinding out the gear. But nowadays, it's like, well, I should say back then it was like it would take you months to get to level 20. Like, and that's how I liked it. It's like hard work and effort and things of that nature, and it was just something. It was also a good hobby, but it was one of the best hobbies to learn about markets and pricing products, fair market value, things like that. It was one of the best tools out there because you had to take that you had to account for all the effort that you put into crafting the item and how much you were going to sell it for on the auction house and things like that. When I used to play way back in the day, that was like the number one way I would get gold, and then I would sell the gold for cash, like to people online that wanted to buy like 100 gold. I think it was like 100 gold was like, yeah, it was $1,000 for 100 gold then. I think that was the highest. It was like people were selling their characters like $900. It was crazy. But I think we've been on for an hour. I think we're gonna head call it because I know a lot of you guys want to go off and get your Thanksgiving on. I'm thinking about just doing maybe doing a live where you guys can talk about cryptos and stuff. But I'm just gonna be playing World of Warcraft while I'm doing it. But I got a couple hours. I'm on Eastern time, so I got a couple hours. I'm actually gonna walk down the Wawa, get myself a cup of coffee because you can I hope they still have the machines there that you do it yourself because you can do yourself make your own coffee, and I figure out how to make the white chocolate mocha or peppermint mocha. Oh, and by the way, I there's so many things have changed. I've been here in a while. Down the street from in the old shopping center there's a Starbucks now, and there's a Checkers coming too. I was like, oh my god, Checkers is amazing for those fried pies and stuff. So, but we're gonna be doing things, staying on. We'll we'll see. I won't be on later tonight. There won't be a stream for the Patreon only. The newsletter will be back out on Monday, as I'll have a new newsletter for you Monday. Friday though, I can stream. I will be here. Yeah, I've been forever. I've had Checkers since I was down in Florida, and it's not the best food, but it's just different. And out in the Midwest, everything is the same. It's like they only like Arby's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Taco Bell, and McDonald's. It's like that's it. You very rarely see a Burger King. So it's like I'm just when you just want something different. But thank you guys for joining in. Really appreciate all that. I will also be bringing out Simply Investing website. I just have to have time to make the website for you guys. But, like and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. So, give us a subscribe there. Also, if you want to get more exclusive content, go into the link in the bio and go join the Patreon and check us out for the exclusive Patreon content. So thank you guys. And if you want to get the newsletter, all you got to do is subscribe to Patreon for free and catch the newsletter. But thank you guys. I will see you guys probably tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful and safe holiday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in and go enjoy some turkey.